say I'm a dog, and my dog say I'm the truth. Yeah, South Memphis, young and smoke your ass like barbecue. Yeah, they say you think you all that, well, bitch, I sure do. Yeah, bitch, I sure do. I'm the one and not the two. My bitch say I'm a dog, and my
Hey y'all, welcome back. This is your girl Key. Thank you for kicking it with me. This is a monthly reading for Sagittarius season for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is general, so take what resonated and leave the rest. Quick announcement before I start. I want you guys to know that I am having a Black Friday sale that starts today, that ends on the 27th. It's 30% off my whole entire website when it comes to readings, products. Go check that out. Go get your stuff. Go get a gift for a loved one, whatever. But whoever supports, thank you in advance. But let's get into it, Earth signs. So, Earth babies, you are about to be going through a glow up season. This is what I like to call a personal glow up season, because it seems like a lot of you have been really putting in the work into rediscovering yourself, reinventing yourself, but also stepping more into who you are meant to be and seeing how the things that you have manifested from yourself from the past are coming into light now, while others of you are going to start seeing those rewards next summer. For a lot of you, I feel like a lot of things that you manifested from this past summer are going to show up right now, especially with the fact that we're in Sagittarius season. We have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving. And then on top of that, Jupiter goes direct the day of the new moon. So, and it's in Pisces. So if you have mutual placements, it's really going to affect you. That is Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, and Gemini. So if you have any of those placements, check out where those are in your houses. But things are about to be shifting a lot for the collective, not just mutual placements, especially with Jupiter being direct. A lot of us are going to start receiving our abundance, our physical abundance now, because we're done having to learn certain lessons when it comes to Jupiter aspect. You know, Jupiter is the planet of abundance, expansion, good and bad. Also, it's also how we, some of us, numb ourselves. We had to learn some lessons of how we do those things when it comes to things that we want for ourselves. So let's get into it. So with your guys' overall energy being the first house, the body, the Fool, a lot of you are about to receive a new beginning. And I feel like this new beginning is reinvention of self. A lot of you had to adjust your goddamn crown. And when I mean adjust your crown, I mean a lot of you probably forgot who you were, and now you're starting to realize the power that you have. When I say the glow up season, a lot of you are your energy is about to change. A lot of you are going to be more hopeful, optimistic, that Sagittarius energy. One thing about Sagittarius, I know because I'm a Sag moon, even though when we go through tough times, we'll find the good in things. Like, I could be crying the next day and you wouldn't even know I cried because I'm going to go get it, okay? Learning to channel that, those negativities into a positivity. And I feel like a lot of you have learned how to do that when it comes to yourself and your emotions and the things that you desire for yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys have been moving. I don't know why I keep hearing secretly. A lot of you have been making plans secretly and doing things that are going to benefit you in the long run. That's going to give you that, that financial abundance is what I keep hearing for a lot of you, that stability that you guys always wanted, especially with your guys' overall energy, the sun, the spirit. Is telling me, like I said, a lot of you are stepping into who you're meant to be. And a lot of you, this has to do like within your career field. A lot of you are going in new directions, or you're reinventing yourself when it comes to your career and how you present yourself. A lot of you are stepping in more into your purpose of like the things that you're meant to be. And I've been picking this up for a lot of earth signs. A lot of earth signs are really starting to realize that they are leaders. And part of being leaders is, sharing the knowledge that you have with others and putting other people on in the position that, putting people on that are aligned with you in the position to help you for the long run in your a long run in your like generational. I feel like earth signs are really playing for generational wealth. But with the sun spirit here, this is also telling me a lot of you things that you manifested from this summer are about to start showing face. So if you've been manifesting a relationship or, healthy friendships, that is coming and that's going to start showing up. A lot of you are going to start seeing that you have more people around you who support you than you think. But I do feel like a lot of people are going to notice your glow. This is also telling me a lot of you are going to be in the public eye. Especially when it comes to your appearance. A lot of people are going to be watching you. A lot of people are going to see the work that you have been putting in, especially with Gemini. I think a lot of you like I said, your purpose could be something to do with being a mentor, being a teacher, leading, helping people. With the Gemini here, it has to do with communication. So a lot of you are seeing how your words and, you know, the messages that you put out there, a lot of people are listening than you think. And I do feel like for a lot of you, if you've been manifesting a relationship, especially with Venus in love, it is coming. Like I said, a lot of you had to, with the Believe card, a lot of you had to, in Mercury retrograde, reinvent. A lot of you had to reinvent yourself. You had to learn certain lessons before you receive these manifestations of what you've been wanting, because a lot of you had to believe that the things were coming for you without having physical proof, especially when it came to knowing your worth. When it comes to knowing your worth, knowing your value, how you value yourself, how others value you, how your relationship with money is, how your relationship with stability is. A lot of you had to learn some lessons when it came to that, which caused a lot of you to, like I said, be in this energy of reinventing who you are and taking a leap of faith. A lot of you had to really find your inner strength to go after things that you truly desire and wanted for yourself, which leads for you guys to have this new beginning and be in the public eye, which is leading to certain lessons that you guys will be learning in Sagittarius season. A lot of you are going to be learning through your relationships a lot. A lot of you are going to see that certain relationships that you were holding on to were being the cause of your blockages or were slowing down your blessings. Others of you are attracting new, healthy and new relationships. It says relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve for my highest good. So I do feel like a lot of you are starting to realize that the relationships that you had to end, and I do feel like I did channel this earlier in this week, that a lot of earth signs had to put an end to certain situations that were no longer serving them. And it was a hard one for a lot of you. But you guys are learning that you can still have, you're learning what did that relationship teach you. And a lot of you, it taught you that you are further on your healing journey than you thought. Others of you, it showed you that, you can't fix other people. You can't convince other people to be better or to heal. All you could do is heal yourself. But what did that relationship teach you about yourself, or why you kept holding on to those people that no longer serve you? But I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy now where you're attracting healthy relationships. Like I said, this could be romantic, platonic, but I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where you're attracting healthier relationships that are aligned with you. Because I do feel like earth signs we're in this energy where they're looking for more of a community, and somebody who doesn't judge them, somebody who accepts them for all of them. But I do feel like a lot of you had to realize that sometimes the relationships you had were resonating with the old you, not the you that you are now and who you're becoming. It's because it says friendships. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So a lot of you are understanding why certain people came in your life. And a lot of you, some of you probably fumbled some people, like I said, or this was the other way. But a lot of you are understanding why people are coming in your life and who you're attracting now, what their purpose is. Because I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where you're with the loyal heart here. You're understanding. I do feel like because a lot of you are so dedicated and loyal to, your healing and to, your goals and, and also to what I keep hearing, to yourself, setting those boundaries, learning to say no, learning to value yourself. It's attracting those loyal people to you. And I do feel like a lot of you are going to be surprised that there's somebody in your energy or people in your energy who are more loyal to you than you think. And I feel like this is going to be expressed in Sagittarius season. Because one thing about Sagittarius is Sagittarius are some flirts, okay? One thing about Sagittarius, they are some flirts, but they bring that fun back into your life. Sagittarius people are fun. They like to explore, they like to travel, but they also are willing to learn. Sagittarius placements are very knowledgeable, but they're also teachable. So I do feel like that's what the energy you guys are stepping into, where you guys are not only you're not just helping people and putting them in the position, you are in the energy where you're learning how to be teachable. That's part of that reinvention I feel like a lot of you have to go through. So with your overall energy, your overall lesson being worry, I'm learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. So I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where you're starting to release the past and you're accepting why things happen in the past. But I also do feel like a lot of you are starting to learn to trust what you feel, to trust your intuition, to trust the downloads and the messages that you're receiving. And I do feel like a lot of you are learning to trust yourself more, especially with all this purple. A lot of you have been getting your intuition has been upgrading a lot at this time. And I do feel like not only has your intuition has been like upgrading. A lot of you have been receiving a lot of downloads when it comes to your crown chakra, when it comes to the messages you're receiving in your sleep. And I do feel like it's leading a lot of you to learn how to be honest, not just with others, but with yourself. It says honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I do feel like that's where a lot of you are having to had to learn, is that if you say you want certain changes and you say you want people to be honest or be real with you, you have to be real with yourself. And I do feel like a lot of earth signs had to get out of the denial of why they were holding on to people, or why they were trying to make certain things work, or why they, their fear-based limitations were blocking them. A lot of you had to be honest about that so you could teach other people how to be honest too. So that's the lessons you're learning. Let's see what is going on for you guys in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius season, spirit. Yeah, okay, Sagittarius season, this kind of confirms what I said, is that a lot of you had to go through a lot of you went through some type of loss. I apologize. I feel like that's confirmation. Some type of loss. So you could be seeing 5, 5, which this loss had to cause you some pain. But it was to cause you some pain to open up your heart chakra. I do feel like a lot of earth signs had their heart chakra closed, or they were still holding on to emotional baggage that needed to be released, so you guys can be open up to the changes that were trying to come in for a lot of you with the emotional loss here. So I do feel like in the past, a lot of you, like I said, went through some type of tough ending, or you had to let something go to be receptive to the changes that are coming. With the waiting game here, a lot of you are in this energy where you had to wait, you had to heal, you had to acknowledge the wounds that are coming up, you had to self-reflect, you had to make adjustments. But I do feel like a lot of you had to learn some lessons of letting go of control. And that was probably a hard loss for a lot of you, is that you were shown how you try to control certain things, and when it didn't manifest the way you liked or to your ego's timing, it caused you a lot of pain. But a lot of you are in this energy where you're letting go, you're moving on. You guys are finally letting go of what was no longer serving you and what was holding you back. Like I said, this could be emotionally, this could have been a bad habit or pattern, this could be people you had in your life, this could be a job or career, or a toxic or unhealthy relationship that was no longer serving you. But a lot of you are in this energy where you are moving on, and you're stepping into your future with hope, with optimistic. I also do feel like a lot of you are following your true north with the compass in his hand. I do feel like a lot of you are going to be stepping more into your purpose and understanding that you were put here to do bigger things, is what I keep hearing. Things are changing, and it's whatever you guys left and whatever you guys let go or left. I do feel like I keep seeing the 4 of Pentacles in my head. So I do feel like a lot of earth signs were very possessive or holding on to something that that you were scared to let go. But because you let it go, it brought balance. It's bringing justice. And I do feel like for a lot of you, you were holding on to people that didn't serve you or who were using you, and now they're about to get their karma. And I feel like Spirit had to force a lot of you to let things go, so your people can dish out karma to the ones who are doing you wrong. So a lot of you could be seeing 1s, 5s, 222 is important, and 6s, which means pay attention to your surroundings, but also pay attention to your thoughts. I feel like a lot of you had to release certain mental blockages when it comes to your belief systems, how you speak to yourself. And it's funny because I was talking to a friend who kept downplays themselves compared to their siblings, and I'm like, you keep talking to yourself like that, you're going to be that. So I feel like a lot of you are starting to realize the way you speak to yourself has also caused you to hold on to things that have happened to you in the past and make you respond in survival mode instead of living type of thing. But I do feel like justice and balance is being restored. And this is also, like I said, a lot of you are starting to have more hope, a lot of more positivity, because I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where you're purging. And I feel like Sagittarius season is bringing this kind of glow up for my earth signs at this time. Spirit, what else for my earth signs? This is confirmation. Things that were slowed down. This is confirmation. Okay, I love it. So, like I said, a lot of you had to let something go. You had to go through some type of ending, and things were being delayed for a lot of you due to the reason a lot of you had to open your heart chakra. With the heart chakra in reverse, is telling me a lot of you with the waiting, clarifying the waiting game. the reason why things are being delayed for you, because a lot of you had to really acknowledge your emotions, acknowledge the emotional baggage that you still carry, not just the emotional baggage, the emotional trauma, and how you emotionally respond to things, or how you, when things are not going your way, you let it, you let it deteriorate you or dictate the next move or decision that you're making. But I do feel like now that, because you guys have let a lot of things go, things are moving forward for you guys, and they're going to be moving forward for you guys a lot in Sagittarius season. I do feel like earth signs are going to be traveling. Some of you guys could be taking a trip, going somewhere warm. Others of you are in this energy of planning a move. But I do feel like right now, with positive move forward, blockages are being removed, but I do feel like things are going to be moving a little more smoother for you guys, due to the fact a lot of you are having confidence. But I do feel like right now, this is a time for Sagittarius season where I do feel like a lot of you are in this energy where you're having to tap more into your inner child, the fun side of your inner child. And I feel like the Sagittarius energy of like the funness that Sagittarius do and bring to, I feel like you guys are having to tap into that, so that can open up your heart chakra. Because I do feel like that is also, it's causing things to be kind of like slow, come in. Like I said, things are moving forward for those emotional blockages being removed. But I do feel like right now, physically, things are kind of being delayed, because a lot of you are still kind of like battered due to the thing that you had to let go. But I do feel like it's also because a lot of you are in this energy of like, what do I choose for myself? Well, choose wisely. And I feel like that's where a lot of you are in this energy where you're just having to let go of the worry of how things are going to play out for you. Sagittarius are known to just not give a fuck. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a Sag moon. We don't give a fuck sometimes. And we say what's on our mind. We do whatever we feel like doing, because a lot of Sagittarius placements have been put in in a box where they feel confined. And one thing about Sagittarius, they don't like to feel confined. And I feel like that's where a lot of you are having to step into that energy where you're starting to see that you have confined yourself, or people have confined yourself to a box that has made you feel cold-hearted or closed off. So Spirit is saying at this time, a lot of you are needing to choose wisely in the direction you're wanting to go. Because I do feel like a lot of you, you're hesitant to make a decision due to the fact of like, you don't know how it's going to play out. And I do feel like another thing that's important, a lot of you could probably have been seeing crows, so like rebirths, deaths, ending, that makes sense of reinventing yourself. But I do feel like right now a lot of you just are fearful because of the security and safety that you worry, like, am I going to have it? But a lot of you, this has to do within yourself internally. Are you giving that security and safety into yourself? And I do feel like a lot of you are starting to gain the awareness of that your own fears is blocking you from making a certain decision. But I do feel like you guys will be making a decision. Why is the heart chakra in reverse? Yeah, because a lot of you are having to rest and rejuvenate. You're in this process of healing. So Sagittarius season, a lot of you are just in this energy where you just need to heal, have fun, enjoy life. And I feel like I said, Sagittarius season, you guys are going to start seeing the roots of the things that you've been manifesting for yourself. But you have to have confidence. Like I said, a lot of you, prosperity begins. You are starting a new cycle. You're having a new beginning. And I do feel like for a lot of you, the beginning is not just union with somebody else, it's union within yourself. So right now, a lot of you are having to heal or balancing out your masculine defined feminine energy. But this is also telling me a lot of you might get in a relationship that you've been praying for and wishing for a while. But I do feel like right now you could be at distance with this person, or you could just be in this energy of healing before you receive this relationship that you wanted. Acceleration, emotion. Why is this being blocked? Yeah, so what's being blocked is because a lot of you are still in this energy of solitude. You could be dealing with a Virgo or have Virgo placements. But I do feel like right now, isolation is needed for a lot of you earth signs going into Sagittarius season. So I do feel like I said, with tapping into that fun side, a lot of you are having to tap into that fun sides solo, go do things that are going to excite you, because a lot of you have been going through some suffering or some type of ending that has been causing you some pain that you haven't been talking about. But this is opening your third eye, and it's letting you, I feel like your guys' third eye is opening up, especially in the dream state, where a lot of you are starting to see why certain things happen, or you're starting to see why you had to go through these certain obstacles, and it's giving you the clarity and insights that you need to step into Sagittarius season. What is the middle of the day. Yeah, because y'all are closing out a cycle with the universe. So yeah, a lot of you in Sagittarius season are going to be closing out a major cycle that is going to reinvent yourself, that's going to help you, that's going to push you into your purpose. But I do feel like a lot of you, it's going to bring you closer to the people that you've been manifesting that are just aligned with you or alike with you. And I do feel like I keep hearing soul family. A lot of you are going to be meeting your soul family, like soul family that's going to help you not just fit in your like environment, but I keep hearing a lot of you are going to be making the right connections for your career. The seeds that you've been planting now are going to take you in the long run. But I do feel like some of you have manifested a healthy relationship that's coming in. Some of you could be a strong soulmate or a divine counterpart, but I do feel like this is somebody that, you know, was here to teach you, was to help you on your spiritual growth and your spiritual path. And I do feel like the divine is basically saying now is the time for y'all to come together. So this is what I got for you guys for Sagittarius season. I'm going to pull some messages from your ancestors, and then I will pull some self-care messages. These are way longer. This video is way longer than I expected. Okay, what messages the ancestors have? This is what I have for my air sign. Virgo. All right. Give me 2 more. All right. So what your guys' guides have to say, it says, eliminate everything that gives you conflicted feelings. It's time to embrace the things that resonate with your soul. So this is confirmation for what I was saying. A lot of you, like I said, most of you have already let go of things that were no longer serving you, people or like a tough relationship. But I do feel like some of you are still going to be going through that process in Sagittarius season. But Spirit is saying you're doing the right thing. You have to let go of the people or things that have been making you feel like you have to walk on eggshell. And it's funny because I said this to my friend is, I was talking to a homegirl, is like, you know, everybody wants somebody to be their peace, but how can somebody be your peace when you got them living in fucking hell? So I feel like that's what a lot of you are having to be honest with yourself, is like, is this bringing me peace? Are they adding to me? Or are they depleting me? And your ancestor has, it's okay if you haven't figured it all out yet. That is the beauty of the journey. You get to decide where you go next. And that clarifies that 7 of Cups energy where a lot of you are very hesitant of like, am I making the right choice? You don't, earth signs you guys are learning that you do not need all the answers at this time to make the certain decisions for you. What is your soul and your heart telling you? And that's why a lot of you are in this energy where your heart space is probably closed, because you guys are not listening to your soul. You're listening to your ego or other people around you. And that's why Spirit's saying it's trying to eliminate people who are confusing you. And then you have love and let yourself be loved. So I feel like a lot of you earth signs are in this energy of are going after things that you love, or going towards the people that you love and that love you back equally, like the reciprocal energy. Spirit is saying this is a time really for earth signs to learn how to receive, letting people love you, and also learning how to love people back in a healthy manner. It says the power you seek is within your hand, soul, and mind. Use it and watch what you create. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are about to realize. Things that you manifested this summer or what you're manifesting now are playing out. You had the power. You had the tools. You were the tools to make shit happen for yourself. In the overall energy, you're going to get everything you pray for. So walk like you already have it. And that's the confidence that glow up energy I said a lot of you are stepping into with the full energy. A lot of you are really going to start seeing like, damn, I manifest this. Y'all can't tell me I'm not about to live this life. I'm not about to have this healthy relationship. It's because you guys didn't settle. You learned some boundaries, but you're also learning to let go of control and knowing the fact that what's for you is always going to be for you. So let's pull a self-care message and then we're going to end this. All right. And it's so funny. I said it's y'all's time to shine. We love confirmation. You have shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts, and shine brightly. And this is confirmation for what I said, that it's your time to shine. Y'all are going to be in the spotlight when it comes to your career. People are going to be watching you. They're going to want to learn from you. They're going to want to support you. They're going to want to invest in you. So this is the time to be open and receptive to those who, like I said, not all money is good money, but I feel like a lot of you are being told that you listen to your intuition and trust what you feel when it comes to those people who are actually really here to, to see you shine and support you. And then you also have pamper. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. And I do feel like that's where a lot of you had to learn about yourself. You had to learn to take care of you. You can't take care of everybody else if you are depleted, if your energy is not good, or if you are lifeless. So a lot of you are in this energy where Sagittarius season, you might be a little more selfish. You might be spending more time alone, taking care of you, taking a bubble bath. And it's so funny, I took a bubble bath today. So I feel like some of y'all really need to learn how to listen to your body in Sagittarius season. Pamper yourself, understanding that you deserve it. You know what I mean? Go buy you that nice luxury bag. You know, go take that trip. You know, go purchase that new car. So I do feel like things are going to be going in Earth signs' favor. So keep letting go of things that no longer serve you. Like I said, it's not easy, it's hard, but it's for your highest good. Because a lot of you, like I said, you're going to get everything that you wanted. All right, bye.